Ultra Instinct Goku is here, the final character of 2023. Let's summon. It's been a minute since we've had an Ultra, like unironically over 2 months, which is, I guess, pretty standard now for Ultras. Like, I guess they front loaded space Legends. Let's calm down, man. Legends is going crazy, almost as crazy as all of you. He went blue. Should be going on that subscribe button. We're getting Broly out of the gates. Listen, y'all, I know I'm saying it out there like really fast, but you should subscribe. We're trying to hit 1 million subs and we are so friggin' close. Imagine a world where we actually start the video with the shatter. Okay. Well, no shatter. Y'all think we're gonna see the Ultra here? No, I just, oh wait, is this gonna, it didn't, it, there's no way. It doesn't do it! It doesn't!
Don't you fail, dude. I can't afford to lose. Everyone's counting on me.
Oh! Don't hate! I can't control this! I can't control it! No way!
Right now.
What is happening? What is happening?
Won't let you have.
We got back-to-back UI Goku, and I can actually use the Legends Limited. I can actually use the Legends Limited. DKP! How, man?
Hey.
I'm looking for a game set in the Marvel universe that also has a vast collection of Marvel heroes. Oh, that's easy. Marvel Strike Force. And guess what? They are the sponsor for today's video. Marvel Strike Force is a mobile RPG where you can assemble your ultimate squad of Marvel characters, including Deadpool, Venom, Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, and so many more that you can check out right now for free by clicking my link down below in the description or scanning that QR code right there. And when you do, you'll be able to unlock Captain Marvel from the Marvels or Miles Morales for free until December 31st. And then you can dive in and start building your 5-man team to take on 5v5 battles across countless amounts of content available right now. And something cool about this game is that it's not just heroes. You can actually mix and match heroes and villains together on your team. And the thing is, there's not only an in-depth campaign for you as well as other events, but this game gets updates all the time, including one going on right now for the month of December called Frozen Festival to celebrate the holiday season with limited time events where you can get awesome rewards. And y'all already know how much I love collecting characters in all the games we play here on the channel. And of course, Marvel Strike Force is no exception. And collecting all your favorite Marvel characters is an absolute blast in this game. So go download Marvel Strike Force for free by clicking my link in the description or again, scanning that QR code up there. And don't forget to put in this promo code right here. I'll also have it down below in the description to get a Gambit for free, as well as some other awesome items. Once again, thank you Marvel Strike Force for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to it. Let's take a look at this man. Real talk. Do we think this has the best Ultra art? Just because of how good that looks when it pushes back? Maybe not. I don't know. The audio, I do think he has the best.
Everyone's counting on me.
I do think he has the best Ultra art. Like, I actually think he has for sure my favorite Ultra like art. Maybe not the ink art portion, but definitely this. Oh, dude, look how cool. Dude, they made him so cool. Wow. Yeah, so we got him first multi. I really don't know what to say. I appreciate you guys hit that subscribe button. I'm sure plenty of you are also mad at me, and I'm so sorry. I mean, I literally cannot control how the summons go. There's no controlling that. It's all RNG, but man. Anyways, what I did want to talk about, I can't believe it was also with a fake out to you, by the way. It's absolutely insane. But what I didn't want to talk about is, by God, does this man's kit sound disgusting. And the thing is I've actually been trying out just some different teams and stuff like that. And it's going to be to a point to where, which it already kind of was, like if you're not running a meta team, you are at a disadvantage. And I'm aware of that. And I'm fortunate enough to have the availability of most meta teams, but The thing is that like sometimes not sometimes, a lot of times the meta teams are just a little boring, and there's so many characters about these games. It's always been the benefit, in my opinion, of these games like this and Dokkan, is that because of the way they're funded with the gacha system, you're allowed a roster of characters that you're allowed a roster of characters that quite literally no other game could do. Matter of fact, I was just talking about this with Dotto earlier. I was like, it would be cool if we could have a game that was like Fighters. Xenoverse gets semi-frequent updates, but not in the same vein as these gacha games, right? Like Legends, especially Legends, I will say. I know that Dokkan, I'm not saying it's easy to develop for Dokkan, but I do feel like Legends having to balance characters for a PvP environment, Legends having to develop 3D models or develop all these different things that like the characters interact. Maybe I'm so wrong about this, but I feel like the characters interact in a much more in-depth way in this game than they do in Dokkan. And again, because we are talking about a game that is supplemented by the fact that it is gacha, so it can make a substantial amount of money, it's able to pump out characters like crazy. I mean, in the last literal 4 weeks, we've gotten a Transforming Beast Gohan, a Tag Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and Evolution Goku and Vegeta, a Legends Original Bardock and Goku, and now an Ultra UI Sign Goku. These are just not things. What is happening? How am I getting all the stuff I need? What is happening? Shut up. I do not get everything I want all the time. It does not happen. I know you want to think that it does. It doesn't. I need to go back. I did this for Dokkan, and we did the average to get my first copy of a unit, and it was not as low as probably most people would think that it was. Red Through and him, nice. See, another great example. I didn't necessarily pull a ton of him whenever we did, and I did a few summoning videos on this guy because it was Revive UI Goku. But I was talking to it. Sorry, getting distracted with Dotto. But getting distracted talking about Dotto. Trying to get this out is basically, it would be cool to see a console game that could somehow find a way to fund it, not through gacha, but find a way to fund itself and pump out as much content as these gacha games are able to do. I don't think it's even possible, right? Because even if you doubled the character's cost, wow, this could just be an LF2 though. Even if you doubled the character's cost, I still don't know if that could cover development on, say, like, I'm just gonna use Fighters as an example. I was like, could you even see a world where Fighters got a character monthly? I mean, obviously you can't. That's like, that would be insane, right? The amount of probably time it takes. Like, they would have to have these characters would have probably already need to have been developed before they even started doing this, right? Which, just, by the way, when we got that earlier, we could have gotten the clash. We could have gotten the breaking the barrier. No world where I get another one, right? I've got collabs I need to do. So,
A real fight starts now.
yo, Sean is so, dude, Sean goes crazy when he channels that inner UI. He sounds so sick. And this is coming from someone who has only ever really watched clips of the dub. I pretty much experienced all of Super sub. I think most people did. I don't know. You guys can let me know down below. How many of you guys actually watched it, dubbed? Because, like, since sub was ahead, I just watched sub because I wanted to be, caught up and everything. And then I never really went back and watched it dubbed. As much as I love, Sean and Chris as Vegeta and Goku and stuff, it just wasn't something I did. I've been meaning to do that. I actually really want to rewatch Super, just because I've been kind of like craving a Dragon Ball series. And I am rewatching Z at the moment, but I'm doing that in a very slow pace with Dotto. We're doing a full like rewatch, which, by the way, I don't give too many shout outs to this, but I do have a podcast with Dotto, speaking of Dotto, and we just talk about anime and stuff over there. And one of the things we just did is actually rank the movies for Dragon Ball, all the way from Dead Zone up to Superhero. I already saw some comments, like that we didn't include the original Dragon Ball films. I talked about it there. I'll talk about it here. I've never watched the original Dragon Ball films. I watched Dragon Ball through Toonami, like after school once it started airing, which of course was like post Z world, or like pretty deep into Z the way I remember it. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember. This is all from memory, but I didn't watch any of the original I've never seen the original Dragon Ball films. So people that were like, why didn't you rank those? We didn't rank those because if you listen, I've never seen them. How am I supposed to rank something I've never seen? Obviously, I've seen the original 13 Z films, obviously Battle of the Gods and Resurrection F, which are both titled as Z films, but are also Super, but you know, they are Z films. And then the 2 actual Super films. And then we also ranked the TV specials like Bardock and Future Trunks and the Super Saiyan Bardock and all that. But anyways, had a really good time doing that. So I don't plug it a ton, but I will shout it out right here, right now. We do have a podcast where we talk about anime, and a lot of it is centric around Dragon Ball Z because we're both massive Dragon Ball Z fans. So obviously it comes back to that. And a core of the podcast is we're actually doing a rewatch of Z because we've not seen it. Neither one of us have seen it in a really long time. And so we are recording our reactions, and then we do podcasts where we break down the episodes. So that way, like, if you don't want to go watch and you just want to hear us talk about the episodes, we give them ratings, and we pod about Z episodes here and there, and then sprinkle in other things like we did in Attack on Titan, like finale breakdown. We are planning on doing some stuff with Naruto, with JJK, stuff like that. So lots of stuff over there. It's a really fun, good time. So if you ever are just needing something to throw on, we're also available on Spotify and Apple and all that. So it's not just as a video. We really wish it would have been blue, but just very happy with it. We've been posting over there for 3 months, and it's been a good time. So for those that already support us and listen to the pod, I appreciate you. Thank you. But this most recent episode was ranking the movies, which is just a good time in and of itself. So I'll put a link to that down below in the description. But you can search it up. It's Key Moments, KI Moments. We had some fun titling it. Okay, we had some fun titling it. So, anyways, man, I am not excited to fight this guy though. That's what I was basically trying to say earlier with my team talk of trying to use different teams. Not looking forward to having this guy running rampant in PvP. He is going to be not fun at all. I do look forward to doing the duel. I'm sure we'll make it some way that we can both, you know, be able to actually use the Ultra, because he seems so devastatingly powerful that if one of us has him, one of us doesn't, like it's a wash, you know. So we'll have to wait, we'll have to see. Typically the way we do structure those are around what we're able to pull. But in the case of this guy, if he's really as strong in game as he seems to be on paper, as obviously I don't know, I'm literally summoning on this guy like seconds. By the time you're watching, he's been out for a while, but for me, he's been out for, you know, a matter of minutes. I don't know. I have to presume, as stupid as he looks on paper, is this going to be as stupid as he actually is in game, right? Like I mean, that is the presumption here, is that he is going to be absolutely ridiculous and not fun at all. Like maybe a little fun to use, but not fun to play around. I think that's the thing that also sucked so much when Red UI was running rampant during year 4. I didn't really enjoy playing against him that much. Like I didn't play as much PvP then, really, up until like I didn't vibe that much with the Dragon Fist Goku. I like SSJ3 a lot, but the Dragon Fist Goku, just like, I don't know. But I did vibe a lot, obviously, with Ultra Super Vegito. So I started playing a lot again once he released. And even though he is not a counter to the UI, not a direct one anyway, because he is literally type disadvantage to UI Goku. Still, wow. Okay. I did play a lot more after getting him, just because he was fun to use. But running up against that UI was not fun, because there's so much of his kit, and in general the way they've built UI, because it makes sense. The whole thing with Ultra Instinct is that you dodge stuff, but it is just not a fun style of gameplay. And so now that they've offered this ability to he's got the Doki like clash thing back, so this time he just nullifies it. You know, he's got the same dodge mechanic as normal, but now like the forward movement stuff, you know. Oh my gosh. And like he's just so, it's just like yeah, I'm excited to try him out. I'm cautiously optimistic to try. How about that? Like I'm cautiously excited to try him out. Cautiously excited to try him out. And now left. There he is. He does look cool. His like icon in the back there looks really sick. So I don't think he'll be as bad though. I say this, I don't think he will be quite as bad as, he's gonna be worse. Never mind. He's gonna be worse. I'm not even gonna finish this. I was about to say I don't think he'll be quite as bad like for playing super passive like it was with the Red UI, because that was what was so annoying with Red UI. Since he just counters literally everything if he has gauge, right, in terms of you know, key blasts and strike, like you just can sit back. And that has just not been my play style. As I've learned more, which I've learned way more about how to play the game. I know a lot of you guys still make, you know, funny comments about me like not understanding stuff. The thing is that I understand it. I think at this point it's just like I have the knowledge of how the game works. Like it all makes sense, which is why if I'll sit there and play someone for long enough, I can adapt to their play style. And then it's more about just the rock paper scissors style gameplay of who waits, who doesn't, stuff like that. Like all of it mechanically makes so much more sense to me now than it did during year 4. And I still stand on the fact that if you guys can't watch my gameplay and see that, and I still make stupid things. I'm trying to talk into a mic, and this isn't you know, it's just like, that's why sometimes in the collabs I like zone up and Diddy will like call me out and be like, why aren't you talking? I'm not talking because I'm trying to zone up and beat your ass. that's what I'm trying to do. Sometimes it still doesn't matter, right? Just because you know, you got good days, you got bad days, but I understand the game so much more mechanically now than I did then. So maybe it won't be even as bad for me than you know, because I really have played way more. We've actually started doing these dual summon battles since then, which that alone enticed me to want to play better, because playing against my friends, because like I hadn't really played against someone realistically until playing with Diddy, like on a very like friend battle level since like Ryan and I played like years and years and years and years ago. I mean, that's been forever ago, and we didn't play frequently enough for me to want to learn the mechanics. And I know this sounds really stupid, but I just always hung out in the middle level PvP where my knowledge of the game was enough for me to still have a ton of fun with the game. I never really cared about getting god rank and high ranks. Like that's just, I had fun. Like I pulled the units and I stayed in that mid-level you know, rank, the mid-level BR, and I had fun with the game, and I still do to this day. Like you know, I still have a ton of fun with the game, but now the knowledge is much deeper. I understand, you know, a lot about like just different mechanics of you know, like your zoning and what counters what, and what like is a hard stuck, and like all of that stuff makes infinitely more sense to me. Not saying there's not still obviously things I need to work on, and that's just more about just playing, just simply having more hours in the game, which is just gonna come over time at this point. And there are still some like weird random things that I need to like zone in on, or when I'm in the moment of knowing 100% how to handle that. And then that's just more of a play the game, and just get better and more like mature in those situations, I guess you could say. But the general understanding of the game is like went infinitely through the roof, which is like also made me appreciate watching like Garesh's gameplay and Rai's gameplay and stuff like that. I actually got some wins on Rai in our last collab. Like we felt a little more even. It didn't feel nearly as one-sided. Rai is still infinitely better than me for sure, but I do feel like it didn't feel like full on just a complete one. Like I think I won a set. Like I won one of our best of 3s, which was really cool. So with again randomized style teams, because we're doing the dual summon battle. So like I'm learning still to this day, and I've been working on equips as well. I think you guys, whenever the edits, and you're able to see the equips that we have equipped, you know, I run A's and S's. I've never been that anal about it. As long as I have the equipment that best suits that character, you know, like for whether they're ranged or whatever, as long as it best suits them, I don't really care, right? Like I know that equips make a big difference, but when you're just fighting your friends, it's not that big of a deal to me. But I have been working on them here and there, and now that we're getting this new one, which I really hope this whole ultra equipment thing is like really that much better than Omega, and I can actually get a lot of, because what I'm missing out on right now are a lot of awakened equips. Those are the ones that I'm like truly behind on, because they take all these resources and they're just such a pain, dude. That update though, that allowed you to stop your equipment on you know, either the like goldstone or redstone, is really what allowed me to start doing it, because I hated farming the unique equipments, and the second you get that second level, it wants to stop, because you know, you've leveled it up. That was so annoying. Like obviously I don't want to just keep re-rolling for the second one. I'm feeding in and using all these resources because I want that final true slot, you know, roll for that third slot. Like that's what I'm here for. I'm not here to keep having to press the re-roll button to hopefully get the, you know, the middle tier one. Like that's like, so that update was huge, and I actually managed to finish off a lot of unique equipments, and I started documenting my luck on those. Not good. Not good. For some, I actually finally had some happen under 100 because I started doing so many of them and trying to catch up on them. But like Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas, which I finally finished, which was just on principle. I know that unit's pretty much out of meta by like a long shot, so it was honestly a waste of resources, but it was just like an on principle thing because I was just pissed off at how many it had taken. I want to say he finished right under like 800, and that was with me tracking. I definitely missed some for sure. He didn't finish until about 800 rerolls on that last slot. Then I kept having them take like between 300 and 400, and I was just like, I'm super convinced there's like something built into the game that will not allow these to happen fast. And then sure enough, on the Super Saiyan 3 one that we just got like a month and a half ago before Fest or during or right at the beginning of Fest or whatever for the Tag Buu Duo, that one happened at like 80 something, and I was like, oh, okay, so one of these can't, because I kept having, after the SSJ4 Gogeta, I kept having so many of them that were literally taking me between 300 and 450 rerolls to get. Like it was a consistent across the board, and I was like, this is insane, like how much resources this is taking. I mean, that's a dumb amount of rerolls for an equipment, especially on some of these characters. I was just doing it for the sake of doing it because I wanted to have those equips done, because I do these randomizers, and if I get with, you know, with Diddy, with Rai, and hopefully with more creators coming into the new year, again, Legends has just been a ton of fun for me lately. And with these randomizers, and if I get these characters, I want to make sure I have the equip ready for them. Like that's kind of the point. But it did feel a little counterproductive using that many resources on an equipment for a character that I know is not meta anymore, and I am sitting here using 300 to 400 erasers back to back to back. And then after having, I think 4 of them take that many, I then, like, Orange Piccolo happened around like 100, 110. Again, like I said, the SHA3 was the first one I did post that, and like, please. SHA3 Buu Duo was roughly like 80 something. It's we got the rainbow. Oh, rainbow, baby. Let's go. Hope you guys have liked the video as well. Wait, Neutral Clash. Man, dude, would have loved the new animation here. I felt like maybe we're about to see something new. The excitement I'll have when we come back at some point into this game, and we're getting, don't please no. Damn. What's up, UI? Anyways, then I started having a little bit better luck. Like Orange Piccolo, the Buu Duo. I ended up doing Future Gohan as well, just because I was like, that character seems like a character that could come up on some of these random banners, and I would love to have the unique equip ready for him. So I got him done, and he popped pretty quick too. So I stopped logging it after that. I was like, okay, these aren't too bad. I won't keep logging. I'll move past this. I won't keep logging it. I should have probably kept logging it though for some of my re-rolls. And anyway, that godly equip, they do know what they were doing though. That is very aesthetically pleasing. It does make me very, very warm on the inside when I see an equip roll to godly. It's very nice, but I'm trying to let go of it because I can't be wasting CC on that when we got all these units dropping, especially when we're going into January, which feels like should be a cooldown month. But in January last year, that's when we got 17 and hit, right? So we won't get another unit until probably around January 17th, give or take. We'll probably see them on the 16th of January, around there, and then they'll release on the 17th of January. And that's also when a lot of this stuff goes away, is like at reset on January, I believe it's 16th, if I'm not mistaken, which would then mean as the clock rolls over and hits the 17th, that's when we would be getting the new units. And that'll be our first real taste of what they're doing in the new year. Now, I've seen a lot of people like talking about this, and I didn't get to talk. I should have talked about this sooner than now, but I actually made a theory video. I made a theory video literally a couple days before the leak, and I don't know if you guys watch the theory vids, but we do a lot of edits. Wow, 2-in-1 video. That is actually crazy. Two rainbow releases in one video is nuts. That's a record, I think, for just a solo vid. Maybe on the duel, but for my own account, getting 2-in-1 video, that might be a new record. Please do not be it. Please, no. Thank you, Weiss. Anyways, I made an entire discussion theory vid about part 3 and about how I didn't think it was Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta anymore, which we talked about that in the Bardock and Goku summoning video, and I think in some of the duels, because it didn't seem to make sense anymore. And my thumbnail, that what I had drawn early as well, was UI Goku. I swear, dude. I was like, we would have been right. And it was such a good video, and we were already editing it, and it was great. What's up, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta? What's up, GSP? And I was so proud of this video, and you know what? We would have ended up getting it right. And that does upset me, because we did get a lot right this year. We didn't get part 2 right, because before we got the teasers, I could have never guessed it was going to be an anime, or sorry, a Legends original character. I didn't think we were stepping into that land already, but we did, and it was a cool character. But yeah, man, already had it all like ready to go. But when you're editing those, it really does take a lot of time. And so they aren't something that I just like record that day and then get up. And it was going to go up the following day after the leak happened. And if you're not familiar with the leak, which I'm sure most of you are, but if you weren't, what happened is they just set an in-game announcement to release early, and they had a banner attached to it that clearly showed this was in-game. The leak literally happened inside Legends. It wasn't shenanigans or anything like that. It was straight up the Legends dev team leaking their own character, which was crazy. But anyway, they leaked their own character, and so it was pointless to release the theory video. You know, theory video still got to the point. Please, it still got to the point, but a lot of it would have felt very irrelevant. And also, the leak happened. I saw a lot of people ask me, like, why haven't you talked about the leak? It's like, what's there to say? It's like a community post at best. It's like we know who it is. Like we saw him. There's nothing really to talk about from my standpoint of how I make my videos anymore. So but yeah, dude, I was a little devastated, because we had really cooked that video, and I love making those. I was pretty sad about it. Do not become an LF.
You are not going to survive this.
Yeah, when you see Nimbus come in, which by the way we haven't seen, I feel like they took him out. I don't feel like we saw him for a while. When you see Nimbus, that means you're getting a featured unit, which in this case is either an LF or the Ultra. So like, you see Nimbus and you don't see the Legends Limited popping up, you know what? There's a pretty good chance that you might have actually got the Ultra, which in this case, everyone that isn't sticking around, which I appreciate you guys that, ooh, this could be him. I appreciate you guys that watch all these. And I said a lot of comments that are always about like enjoying the conversation that we have in these, and I appreciate you. Thank you for sticking around and watching it. But probably left, and they probably didn't get to see the fact that I did get him first multi, which is really good. But we have now spent another almost 20,000, which has decreased the amount of like Ultra Gokus we're pulling here. Although Blue Vegeta does mean LF or Ultra, I believe. He might just be exclusively. I assume he just means featured. So I would assume that the Ultra could be here, but it's not. It's feeling like an LF, isn't it? It's feeling like an LF. Wait. Oh, I guess that Goku must be featured. What? Did they nerf that on this banner specific? I swear on everything. Anytime I've had Blue Vegeta, I get a featured unit, which in most cases for banners are LFs, the new 1% SP. That's pretty much it. But I guess in this case, also, by the way, apparently I'm incredibly allergic to like Bardock and Trunks animations. I got one single Trunks animation, I think, for Bardock and Goku, and I think that was it. I don't think I ever got. I'm trying to think if I ever got a. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Come on, Legends. 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 Not Turles. Not Turles, bro. All right, here we go. We got the 2X. This is going to actually mean something. We haven't pulled him here at all. When are they going to finally start giving us multiple ultras per banner, by the way? Surely that's happening soon. My dad. Father! Nope. Per usual. Now, as I'll say, though, Rainbow Tex would go crazy right now. Losing to Blue Vegeta would go crazy right now. Blue Vegeta! All right, but it is 2X. It is 2X. Come on. Come on, Legends. You know you want to. You don't want to. Stubborn dog. No, Vegeta.
I'll finish this right now.
Yo, I'm gonna red 7 this guy.
Come on.
Wow. Wow. I actually almost don't want to because I want the happy bags to have a little more value for me, you know? Prepare yourself. Okay. Yep. All right. So I think I started with 24,000 CC. So right now we are batting 1 Ultra UI Goku and 20,000 CC. Can we change that right here with my dad? And it was a guaranteed Ultra. We can't. Rainbow text again. I mean, it's really. All right, let's see. Can we get the shattered dimension? Can we get the shattered dimension, please? Legends. You know you want to do it. Did they added this just so we would want to sit through this? Because this has started being an animation I would skip from time to time. But now I'm not skipping it because we never see the shattered thing, bro. This thing is like, I mean, it didn't shatter for the first one, so, but is this in a row? It's not. We're still in it. Are you tapped in? I'm tapped in. Stay tapped in. Here we go. Whew, this is, you know what? Things are looking up. Things are looking up. No.
You are not going to survive this.
Am I not Vegeta? I'm pretty sure it can't be in the 10th slot because that's GSP. Oh, it actually says SP or higher. Oh, never mind. Okay, so it could be the Ultra. Okay, I didn't actually notice it said SP or higher. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. And I'm not Greg Miller, so you know, it's like, man. Woo! Please, legends. Listen, all of you. First multi, I get it. But we are lowering that batting average. I can promise you that. No one ain't gonna agree with me. Sure, yes, I got him. Cool. And it was sick. Don't get me wrong. But, and we have pulled a lot of LFs. What are with all these SPs? But I did really want to get one more in this video. I would have loved to have had one more. All right, so we're back to the beginning. We have just enough. We actually have just enough to finish out a rotation. Okay. Do I put it all on the line here and say this is it? No matter what, I've got to, because I know I'm doing at least one duel. There's at least one duel in my future. Do I put it all on the line right here? I think I do. Okay. Oh, no, Vegeta. This is GSP, by the way, so there's probably a fake out in this. Potentially more than even just... I considered skipping. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Imagine we lost because there isn't a GSP and the GSP is actually just a guaranteed Ultra. Hang on. It didn't go. It didn't do the thing. It was just Super Trunks. But he was a fake out because there was no... If I determine to make this the final rotation, this is the last 2x Ultra step. All right. No Trunks. Imagine it's Super Saiyan with my father. It isn't. Imagine it's Rainbow Text. It isn't. Imagine it's Broly. It isn't. Wait, Vegeta, 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 Blue. That hurt my feelings. No, Kel. No, Kel, stop.
What are you staring?
I'm not staring at you, Zanya. I'm staring at this Ultra that I'm trying to pull. I damn near thought it was a full EX step for a second. No, DKP, I'm not. Okay, well maybe I am actually to this banner. Okay, that's my last amount of CC. I'm out of CC. I need to go watch one of the YouTube videos that tells me how to get more CC because I'm out. No, Vegeta. No. And before there's a new animation, I just skip. There's not. We're never getting new animations, man. I swear. Maybe 6th anniversary, maybe. We said that about 5th. It never didn't happen. We said that about maybe Legends Fest. It didn't happen. Now we're through Legends Fest, and it's like maybe 6th anniversary, maybe not. I keep it 100% with you. No, Maju. I would sacrifice an LF for new animation. I really would. I genuinely would. You know, guess which one I'm thinking of that I would get rid of. From this Legends Fest, if I had to choose one character that's probably my least favorite, like if I ranked the characters, Bardock and Bardock and Goku are actually crazy to use, and they are fun to use. But if I had to choose one that would be like, sure, let's get rid of that one, it would be Bardock and Goku. I think in terms of hype, man, dude, how would I rank them? I don't know. UI is UI, and it's Goku, and it's an Ultra. But I still would put Beast over him. It'd be I love Omega's voice. It'd be real close. It would be really close. Ain't no way. Okay, I decided, especially since we did have a sponsor in this video, which just makes these summons so much more possible. Please support the sponsors of the video. Thank you for sponsoring the video, by the way, Marvel. Marvel Strike Force. But I'm gonna do 2 more rounds on the banner. Whatever happens, happens. That's where I'm at with that. 2 more rounds. Whatever happens, happens. Of course, we're not winning, so we ain't gonna watch it all. I just like watching the animations to see if we do get any of the fun stuff, right? I've seen a lot of people be like, why don't they skip? Why don't they skip whenever especially when we're doing duels? And it's just to see what's gonna happen. Like this. But one more was worth. Listen, Goku.
Don't you fail, I can't afford to lose. Everyone's counting on it.
Let's go, Goku! Oh! Let's go. All right, so we got 2 in 25,000 CC. And because I do know that I have at least one collab, I won't push it any further than that. Why is it not going? It wouldn't go. Look at him. He is red 1, and we're on the UL2X set, which you'll have to stay tuned in to see when we dive into a dual summon, hopefully on Christmas. And in the meantime, you can check out the sponsor of today's video, Marvel Strike Force, by clicking the link down below in the description of this video. And if you're looking for more of my content, you can click right here. You guys are gonna love this video. We put a lot of fun and effort into this video, and I'll see you all over there in that. Bye.